What's up with the game? Did I hit a bug or something? What's the dealio? There we go. A whole colony. So refreshing to see you surprised for once, Saturn. I'm soaking it in. Ha ha ha. Mercury. But seriously? He wants me to stop Kratos Graces from taking the entire colony out of the Lagrange point? Why? Why would they do that? Why would we care enough to stop them from trying? The colony should just rot. It's over. There's nothing left there. Kratos Graces wants those memories to live again. We need to discard Earth completely and start something new. It's an anchor pulling us back home. The success of opening the gravity well on the moon would depend completely on how much is holding us down. Even weak gravity like that. That's more than just that, stopping her then. You want me to destroy the colony? That's the mission, yes. Not that I'm not the greatest, but isn't that basically impossible for me? It's huge. There are smaller moons. Do your best then. The less memories, the better. I thought you didn't have any problems, that the colony should just rot. Huh, that's a funny joke. We both went through the same shit, don't ask me that. Every happy memory is made retroactively disgusting by the sort of person Ippitus turned out to be. I hate him so much. I'll never get over how much. Saturn. Yes, Mercury? Then why are you still pretending to be with celestial mechanics? Why are you doing this is the real question, Mercury. You know him like I do, so why are you still there? I apparently have enough power to destroy a colony, and I can ditch him whenever I want. Leave Celestial Mechanics, take Ganymede. I'll protect you. I'll make sure there's a good future in the end. You absolutely will not be fine if I leave. Of course I don't trust him at all, but he's what I want. He wants what I want. It's what you want too. I can't trust him on anything else, but I can trust him on that. Even if it's just doing this for his own gain with some other agenda in mind, he's surely going to give you this. Ugh, disgusting. That's what I fell for, so stop reminding me. That's why I trust you too, of course, even though I shouldn't. I know you won't expect anything less than what you want. If you can get even half of that, it'll be more than enough for me. Saturn rushes in because Pluto is already ready for this kind of fight. Aha. This is not what I was expecting. Like, you're kidding, right? No, Pluto isn't joking. The farthest thing, the swirl of cosmic nebula dust that completely obscures the colony in Pluto's warm embrace is no punchline. Only insofar is it true that Pluto is so strong it's funny. The colony no longer resembles Earth. Now it's a gas giant or maybe a star waiting to be born. Whatever the case, even though it's certainly much too late to do anything about it, there's an invitation from inside. Just come try. You must think I'm really dumb. Or you must have a lot of faith in me. In which case you're really dumb. Could be Saturn's perfect opportunity if she plays her cards right. Pluto's putting everything she has and more into just attempting to move the colony. If Saturn can find her, she'll be helpless. Now am I supposed to do that with you filling up the whole universe? There's stories everywhere, pulling at everything. How am I supposed to compete with gravity so strong even the narrative of space-time is bending? Oh, hi there, Saturn. Are you just passing through? Aha. Hi. Fancy meeting you here. How did you know it was me? Weird to find you in the middle of an inconceivable cosmic cloud only you could create. I know, what a coincidence. I've sort of been ordered to fire on anyone in it, though. I think this might make things awkward if you try to get closer. You could at least pretend to be a little afraid of me. I am, just a little, but even if I should be, I'm glad to see you. I hope that's not a lie. On either part. No, it isn't. I know you're dangerous and very special, and you wouldn't be here if you couldn't stop me. Even if you're not quite ready for how hard that will be. Liam, what the fuck? No, he was being funny. I enjoyed his company. He was here for a minute. Fart, part 2. Thank you, Fungus. That was perfect timing. You have a good sour? Sour. Did you have a good shower, Sam? You said my outfit was full of farts. I can't believe this. You can't believe this? Really? You can't believe that he would do such a thing? Hey, I'm very impressed that you didn't decide to sneak up on me while I was thinking, though. It would have been a good chance. Nice, Sam. I had a shower yesterday and it was great. And then I had a nice smooth shave today and it was a nice day. I'm very impressed that you didn't try to sneak up on me while I was thinking, though. It would have been a good chance. Oh, are you having second thoughts? I was hoping I could convince you to destroy this place with me. Haha, you're impossible. It's adorable. You're incorrigible. I like it a lot, actually. I even envy it a little. Oh, thank you. I was just being difficult. You want a Sonic impression in the middle of a lesbian, mech story? Really, Fungus? Of all the times. Thank you. I was just being difficult. Which is very charming of me. But I was half serious, too. Ahaha. Nope, never. I was almost tempted, though. I don't know what your memories of this place are like. Shit, I don't know what your memories of this place are like. They're bad and good, right? Always a little worse than better. It's the same for me, but this place is still precious to me. It was a seed of life once, and maybe it can bloom again. So I'm gonna protect it. Oh, that reminds me. What are you here for? Haha. Do you mind if I ask a personal question? What are you trying to do with it? I'm going to not destroy it. Oh, phew. That's what I was worried about. I really know when I'm beat, so I'll just be... Hey, stop right there. What? I was just trying to banter. You tried to shoot me. That's dangerous. I didn't. You were thinking about it. Of course. Well, she was. More like Saturn was trying to get a bead on Pluto. The string of pearls tides ripple through Pluto's nebula cloud, hoping there's something they can find eventually. It's not like Pluto is hiding. She's just everywhere, and it's hard to tell where she ends or begins. Okay, that's enough of that. Aren't you thinking about shooting me too? You're the one with the advantage on visibility. I'm just sitting here and I can't find you in that cloud. Oh, you're totally right. Dear super weapon of Kratos Graces, are you actually a little naive? I gave you the benefit of the doubt. Was that wrong? Obviously. Sorry, I've never learned to be on my guard. There's no need to be when I can tell that what people are thinking and nothing can touch me. If it really actually worked like that, you'd absolutely never trust anyone ever. No, I trust everyone. I can always trust people to do what they always do. Do you think you can trust someone to surprise you? Can you trust them to do something you wouldn't even think of? It's when they surprise me that I'm the happiest of all. That's when I really feel like we're doomed, set in stone, always making the same mistakes. I'm being stupid and following my heart just like you. You're gonna have to do better than shoot at me if you want to surprise me. There are other ways to fight. You're better at that than me. I think you can surprise me. Is that what you want? On Earth, our souls are weighed down by gravity. At the same time, gravity holds us together, tells us who we are, good things and bad. The Earth's gravity is strong because it's all of us together. Forces that would be insignificant on their own are powerful enough to make a planet when we hold it together. That's why we are much stronger on Earth. Even the weakest human has that sacred light of the soul and its many powers, to prevent direct contact with the soul. to wield the arts and sciences in shaping existence, to be many and also one. In space, our gravity is weak. Without the constant pressure of the tidal reactors, our souls would dissolve the way that water at high enough altitudes will evaporate off a pilot's tongue without atmospheric pressure to remind it to be water. I think my cat is at my door. My cat is at my door. Salem has arrived. Hello, baby. I see you. Who's my sweetheart? You are. You're my sweetheart. What are you gonna do? You just didn't hear me say no. You ridiculous kitty. Now lay down. Get comfy. Stories bleed into each other easily and our shapes don't hold steady. The fragility of our ships couldn't survive a moment on Earth. In space there are things we could never do on Earth. With our heaviness, we could never be so tender. Okay, I get it. Let's pick up from earlier, but fight in the way only pilots can fight. In the way only us close to the edge of being human can fight. That isn't fighting at all. Do you feel the same way, Pluto? You are listening, right? Salem has arrived, Sam. She is in my lap, and she is enjoying sapphic romance with me, while I also get her eye boogers out of the way. She hates it when I get her eye boogers, but honestly, girl, you would hate it if I just let them be. You need someone to get your eye boogers. Mid-air dog mech fight threats? Exactly, Fungus. See, you've got the gist. You know what's happening, Fungus. I was going to tell you I don't have time to play today, but it sounds like you know I still want to anyway. It's going to make it harder to convince you to leave me alone and let me do this. You are here to play, right? No convincing me. I can pick up on the subtext. Blame it on the wicked celestial mechanic pilot who bothered you and didn't let you get your work done. Thing is, it's fun. More fun than hacking. To bleed, corrode, seep into the mist. Saturn can feel every particle in the celestial physics that make them move. It's a swelling orchestration. Pluto is conducting something beautiful, something overwhelming. In the equations are hints and patterns to how Pluto thinks, to where she might be. It's simple to trace back, easier than hacking too. Of course you are, Fungus. Space is boring, space is empty, space is broken, space will never give us everything we want. Space is a hope that we all want to make real might already be out there. Just reach out in space and time, and we can almost touch it. Just reach out and... Okay, sorry. Space is just a means to an end, but for a moment Saturn is overwhelmed with how beautiful even the boring, dead, empty space can be. Even just the way that the dust moves around. That's when Saturn realizes she's lost. She went in to tear open the story, twisted around, and said she got lost and happy in it. She didn't even notice the clouds swirling around her, the cosmic dust covering her, Pluto holding her tenderly. Pulled into the atmosphere of the colony, they orbit gently. Saturn has no reason to fight. It doesn't even feel like she lost. It feels like she won something special. Okay. You're getting lunch with Sabrina Carpenter. Oh my god, he has Sabrina Carpenter on his island? That is so funny. We love to see it. You're trying a new pancake place tomorrow? Hell yeah, Sam. Let us know how it goes. Keep us updated. Okay. Okay, Saturn. Open your cockpit. Why? Because I trust you. Do you trust me? I do. The same way you trust me. No, I trust you way dumber than you trust me. You're so amazing and so much more amazing because you believe in something like being human. You pour your everything into something that won't pay off. That makes me mad, but then sometimes I think it might work. Saturn's cockpit opens. Naked guts, exposed circuits. Kroon McCullough's thumb presses against Saturn in the distended cockpit, exploring. Oh no. You're really hooked in good there. Why would you ever do such a thing to yourself? You don't have to answer. I understand. Your cheek feels human and soft. Oh wow, suddenly I don't feel like moving the colony that much. Maybe not destroyed any more than it was before will be good enough. Why am I doing this? I need to get back to my post. But you look so nice like this. I want to get closer. Is that okay? I love this visual novel. It is so fucking cute, y'all. Like, lesbians that like fight and hate each other but also want to fuck each other is just like, oh my god. The vibes are immaculate. I love them. No, I guess I shouldn't. Wow, that's so... What a brazen move. Okay, okay. Maybe you really win this time. Right, Fungus? 12 out of 10. That was cool. That was nice. Oh my god. I'm glad he's having such a fun time, Sam. He deserves it. Smiling and kicking his feet. It's January 30th, 1981, and the day is almost here. The deadline to save everyone who came up to space with us, fought with us, tried to bring everyone up with us. If we shut down the lunar gravity well, there won't be any choice left. The power that keeps our ship selves in check will fall apart, and we don't have anywhere else to go but home. If we kill the dream, no one will die. We really, really hope that's true. No one should die in space. No one should die, period. No one has to die because ship self-combat is shimmering missiles of light, cosmic explosions, electricity that sears through the soul. Blade science is impossible for a human to produce. Dances of combat without end. A fight against ideas with toys. Humans would never show that sort of compassion to each other. Earth's answer is a single atomic particle fired at near light speed directly into the cockpit core. A true weapon from military force. The quickest, most efficient, instantaneous, unavoidable way to kill a human. The most boring possible way to pointlessly die. No drama, no meaning, just nothing. Lunaterra, Memorial Foundation Ace Pilot. It's January 30th, 1981. In the end, they might get everything they want in the way that no one wants. If we open up the lunar gravity well, then we can establish forever another Earth, and maybe another. We can inhabit the whole system, but that will cut humanity into two and more. The distance will be so much further. Everything we have will be even farther from them. How much are we going to lose? How much will we never be able to give them? The moon is very close to being part of Earth. It's full of life, and humans can live here now. It feels impossible, and I don't want to give it up. We should break it off forever, shouldn't we? All I want is to stitch these two humanities together, but if one of us dies as a result, I will fight forever to keep that precious thing alive. Pluto, Princess of Cradle's Graces. It's January 30th, 1981. They don't name it because naming gives it power, but not naming it gives it more. It must be in every corner, behind every door, far, far away in the spaces between stars. It is defined and categorized in human culture, and it is deliberately omitted from explicit naming conventions by a Memorial Foundation in favor of a euphemism less captivating to the imagination, such as existential threat, rather than a specific word that would stimulate the imagination. Oh, that's so cute, Fungus. But a trick like this will not work, and the euphemism is a hollow void that can hold all fears and all possibilities. Yeah, maybe not, Sam. You'd like to get some. Need is a strong word for glitter pins. Glitter pins are cute a little bit. I don't know. I think they're interesting. They're very neat. They're a neat invention. Me budgeting. Nice, Fungus. Through gravity, humans decide what is real and what is not, but what is not does not stop existing. And it, like humans, can decide. It's the kiss of inverse, everything that humans can imagine but can't become. The shortcut to attaining it is to forsake everything that humans already are. If a bunch of idiots get tricked into going there, it would make a very convenient enemy for Earth. That's their real fear. Before that happens, I will tell you a little secret. Ready? Saturn, Celestial Mechanics Test Pilot. Day 7. My sweetheart. My itty bitty baby. Is not so itty bitty, but is still very sweet. I love my kitty. Hey, that's awesome, Fungus. Get that stuff in the back of the cabinet. I've got so many things in the back of my cabinets that I just straight up will not touch. Hey, Sam, did you ever eat all the ramen I left? I miss that ramen sometimes. I don't know why I didn't bring it with me. I should have. Fungus, I eat ramen like it goes out of style. There are times I'll eat ramen for breakfast. I wake up hungry for fucking noodles. It's bad. It's so bad, Fungus. I do. I also sweat nudes because apparently my favorite cup noodle has garlic in it, and apparently I smell like garlic at times. It comes through my pores. So when I sweat, I smell like garlic. You still think about Neath? That's out of nowhere. I think about them every day, obviously. They're the reason celestial mechanics exist. First to understand what happened to them, and then, because we couldn't stop thinking about it, about how to make what happened to them happen to us. Same, Fungus. Garlic is not a bad smell to me. I love the smell of garlic. It is delicious. Garlic is one of the greatest ingredients that could ever exist. It's so good. Garlic goes well in pretty much everything. It tastes so good. Garlic is the best. We still don't know exactly what it was, though. They had all of us get together to reach through space and time and contact the existential threat wherever it came from, to make sure that it truly had been defeated for good. I think they were really hoping it wasn't. We felt the same, especially us, who never got to fight yet. We reached together as far as we could. And Neath reached farther than anyone. I didn't think it would have been them before anyone else, but I didn't know them. Schmorgs! Oh my god, Schmorgs is here. That is great to see. So glad to see my friend Schmorgs. Salem, guess what? Schmorgs is here. Schmorgs is here? You wanna say hi? Wanna say hi to Schmorgs? Big yawn. Oh, that's so funny, Fungus. Schmorgs, how are you? Have you had a good day, Schmorgs? What? You looking for Schmorgs, Salem? What you looking in the sky for? You looking for Schmorgs? You looking for Schmorgs? Was it that they reached too far? Or what? Or something reached to them? What's the difference? In the end, they got it. Whatever it was. Oh, Schmorgs, I'm sorry to hear that. Have you taken anything for your stomach? Are you having second thoughts? Maybe. They were the only one. I always wondered why that was. Were they special? In a good way or a bad way? Were they chosen? What would be the criteria? We know it's none of that, though. Just a lonely, unchosen child. Without a little presence in this world, they fell into another one. That's how it is. The only trick is how to do it on purpose. That's just it. Are we too attached? I want to be something new and share it with everyone. Am I too heavy for the apple? It's a thin line between falling into inverse because you have hope and because you don't have any left. You should be glad that it's not so easy, you know? Alright, we're not going to read all of these like out loud, but I'm going to read them to myself. Honestly, if I had to read like everything in this game, it'd be ridiculous. This is not Danganronpa. This visual novel so far is a solid 8 out of 10 for me. Some of it's good, some of it's just kind of out there. Not out there, it's just maybe it's too smart for me, maybe the writing's too good. I'm just not understanding everything, but I like the points it makes. The points that I do understand, I enjoy it. Um, I really enjoy this. This is a good visual novel, y'all. I highly recommend it. I'm pretty sure all of you can pick it up on Steam. Don't you dare walk away from me, Sandy Cheeks. Let me check real quick if Heaven Will Be Mine is. I'm pretty sure it's on Steam. Heaven. It is on Steam. Heaven Will Be Mine is on Steam for $15. What is he doing on that Switch? What in the world, Schmorgs? Is that really a line? That's insane. They aren't children anymore, but when they were pilots, they were, for all the obvious reasons that children are more suited to be pilots than adults. Since the decline of the space program, there have been fewer and fewer waves of new recruits, and the current pilot generations have no successors. Adults are serving as pilots because there are no longer any children in space, and adults should not have to serve as pilots. Adults should not have to serve as pilots? Why shouldn't they? It would be cruel to send children to fight a war so that adults don't have to. especially as adults have far more powerful tidal forces than children. In their physical and metaphorical manifestation, tides are the measurement of the authority that culture has over the universe, the light of the soul that turns all impossible things into our dominion. The gravitational forces of children are weak enough to perceive and engage the existential threat without obliterating it instantly, and as a cancer that exerts a subtle influence in the back of our unknowing minds, they are suited to protect us from it. For this reason, Memorial Foundation has pushed against traditional cultural institutions for engaging existential threats with this more humane practice due to the resiliency of children and detrimental long-term effects contact with existential threats has on adults in the vast majority of cases. In some exceptional circumstances, contamination lingers in children. Their gravitational forces never achieve sufficient power to extinguish the existential threat without resistance. Without the tidal force to challenge other adults, they remain in limbo, unsuited to anything else. The remaining small percentage of that original pilot program that continues to reside in all space is made of such cases. Mission select. Spinning up tidal reactor. Frequency double checks. First turn. 100%. Frequency double checks. Second turn. Stop and spin them again. From 0? Again? Or were they at? 99.999%, but it doesn't matter. They should be at 100, so we're spinning them again. Mercury, if I go out and die, it's not going to be because we didn't quintuple check every reactor pulse. Saturn, this time please, could you listen for once? No matter how useless I know that telling you this is, I know I say this over and over, but can you listen seriously? Tell me you're going to not be risky this time. It's not a game anymore. This mission is different. It's not ship self to ship self. Those troops are real weapons for more Earth, designed for threats that are real, not existential. They are perfectly capable of killing. They are designed for no other purpose. That's not even going to be an issue, though, because your orders are strictly to observe and not get remotely close enough to engage. They won't leave stationary orbit around the near side of the moon. They're Earth's insurance plan, and we can ignore them as soon as we make sure that's all they're doing. Don't joke about dying. That can happen. It won't if everything is perfect and you do exactly what you're supposed to. It finally matters this time, and you? Mercury. Mercury, please. I'm actually really sorry, Mercury. I didn't mean to make you worry. I didn't mean to make you really worry for real. I promise I'm not trying to die, okay? I promise, alright? Making poor choices about who to kiss and what to do isn't the same thing. I listen to you when it's for real, okay? I wouldn't cross the line. You're my friend, no one else. No one else is worth you. You're the most important. We've been through too much. I wouldn't ever go back or throw everything we've got away. You know that, right? Sorry if I'm acting like I forgot. Mercury, hey, say something. You idiot, give me a minute. Damn it, I was gonna act like I tricked you. I was gonna get to feel smug making you think everything was serious and I was gonna lord it over you. But now I'm crying, asshole. Haha, sorry about me, but I love you too, so don't worry. It's winter on the near... Interesting. Interesting, Schmorks. Winter on the near side of the moon, which means it'll be half a month before this hemisphere sees day again. The frosted forest will spring in a week, summer the week after, and fall a week after that. A year of seasons in a month-long day. Even terraformed, could humans live like that? On the near side, though, at least the Earth will always be in the sky. Hey, Schmorgs, where is it in the video? What's the timestamp, Schmorgs? Smorgasborgus. There we go. You're good. Take your time. What is this game? This ain't official. Wait, I've seen this. Haven't I seen this game? Oh my god. I'm coming to clap those cheeks. On the near side, though, at least the Earth will always be in the sky, eternally huge, shining with authority and kindness, unlike its agent, who hangs in the corner of the sky like a migraine aura. There's nothing extraneous about its shape. It is here to do just two things: look, then kill. When Saturn flew a millimeter too high, the autonomous military unit looked, then killed, but just too slow, and Lunaterra pushed her away and dragged them both deep into the winter forest. The unit looks twice as hard. It's been encouraged to not miss twice. That's okay, Schmorgs. It was funny. I thought it was funny. It just comes out of nowhere. It's nice. Son of a bitch. Don't hit things. Stop knocking things over. Hey, Salem. I love you, but I've gotten hot. My legs are warm. You know what that means. You know what that means. You know what that means. Get up. Why don't you go into the hole? Go into the square hole. You don't want to go into the square hole? But you can't get comfortable again. That was not an option. Ooh, I'm warm. I'm showing my ankles, everybody. My ankles are out. Shh, don't make a sound. You're being too noisy. I get that a lot, but this time I'm not making any noise, so don't tell me to be quiet. You're the one flitting all over the place. They're listening for gravity. Vibrations are not the kind of noise they care about. So keep moving and don't make noise in your heart. Don't make a sound in all possible senses. Don't make a sound physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Calm down. They don't like it if you're not calm. First of all, that makes no sense. And secondly, I refuse. I don't think you should die, so think of something else to do instead, because they can kill you. Unlike me or my ship self. So think about it as little as you can, okay? And keep your tidal reactor's output to a minimum. It helps to make yourself be like an object. You'll be a thing that looks like... You'll be a thing that other things happen to rather than an agent. That's what it looking for. Agency. So it can make it cease immediately. You know, I'm actually super good at that. I have a lot of experience with it. So I'm absolutely not going to. Ha. Huh. Well, me too. That's why I suggested it. But you're right. I shouldn't have suggested it like that. How about this instead? Grandpa says, start thinking about the Earth. The autonomous device becomes visible instantaneously. It doesn't look anything like a ship self and bears no resemblance to a human shape, because there's no intention for its design to accommodate humans. That's the opposite of what it does. It has nothing to express, only a function to perform. What did I do? Probably thought too hard about Earth, but shh, all the same. It's so creepy. That's supposed to represent Earth? Doesn't even look like humans made it. Really? I think it's rather appropriate it doesn't look human at all. They can detect an artificial gravity reactor, but they don't really know what to do unless they lock a target and kill it. So if it can't verify what it is, it won't do anything. It feels heavy suddenly. What is this? I'm telling you, that's the Earth. Real gravity. It's very, very heavy. You can feel its authority? That's the gulf between us and a planet. Get fucked, SpongeBob. So before y'all found me, y'all would just watch random SpongeBob streams together. That sounds like a fun time. I'm sure y'all made good friends that way. Good friends in the SpongeBob community. Hang on just a second, everybody. Give me just a second. Noshmorg? Y'all didn't make like any friends that way? Any like SpongeBob friends that way? That's unfortunate. I know that. I guess it feels really different to feel it in person. You were saying a way to avoid it? Do you remember being a normal kid even for a little bit? Or do you remember the last time you acted convincingly like one? Obviously, I was a really good kid, you know. It's checking your gravity against the script, and it thinks... Sorry, it doesn't think. It just checks that variance. That's okay, Schmorgs. Aren't I pretty excessively varied by now? Just wait there a second. It's hard to teach on the spot. It's not that I don't know the idea. Ugh, how are you so good at it? Sounds like you kind of hate that I am. I promised I wouldn't die, but I'm mad that I have to do this. Lunaterra crawls slowly through the frostbitten green crater to where Saturn is curled up among cold desert junipers. A dark, barely perceptible dot monitors in them in the pale earth light, so precisely waiting. It's easier to hide if their ship selves are turned off, or as close to that as the ship self can be. So they climb outside to the cold lunar winter to wait. I'm here. Are you doing okay? No, obviously. I'm scared. Me too. So forget what I said. I hate doing that too. You warm laying there? You're not warm at all, but at least your boobs are soft. The autonomous unit doesn't like flirting, huh? You should think instead about how you're keeping a secret, keeping it really close, waiting for the perfect moment, and no one else can know. Okay, I can do that. That's not as bad. Is that a big difference? There's an infinite difference between someday and never. I've extremely forgotten how to be patient, but I know the difference. You're right. It really is important to never forget. It's still not going away. Yeah, it's a lot more patient than us, huh? It's looking at you too. Aren't you on their side? Just because we want Earth back doesn't mean Earth wants us back. So Memorial Foundation really is that stupid. Maybe, in their eyes, we're as bad as you. So why go back? Because fuck them. They don't want anything to do with us. Memorial Foundation thinks it's optimal for humanity to return, but I think many humans think it would be just fine if we died. That just makes me want to come back to Earth even more. Aha. Spite, I can understand. Huh, I can be petty too. I want back, even if only for spite. We'll bring them back a little taste of what it's like to be us. They're afraid that we might bring something back with us. And they should be, much more than they already are. That's what I want. Knowing that you're just as petulant and petty as me in this week too makes me reconsider you. In a good way. It's wonderful. Maybe makes me want to fall in love. Oh, huh. I said maybe. Don't get full of yourself. Sorry. There's no way we're getting any more than half of what we want at best. You're only hoping for half of what you want, so I wonder if you'll even get that, if you get it. I don't expect things to go my way, but, I hope you're coming along, wherever it is. Truer than you know, LT. Whichever way we go, we're going together. In this cosmic globe, we're going wherever we're going together. I love you. Get used to me now. You made me go upside down on purpose again. You're so good at evasion, but scoring a direct hit is so easy. You win. It'll be nice to see the end of every world but this one alongside you. See, the machine's already bored. We're not bored, but uncomprehending, and then it lost interest. But I'll stay here with you until it leaves for good. Because flight or fight, petty bitch to petty bitch, lab rat to underclassman brat. Haha, what, really? Do you maybe love me too? Day 8. Everything is ready for you. I wish you had let me help you more. You'll be fine back home. Without a ship. I envy you a little bit. Piloting is for girls and jocks. It's not my thing. But I wish I was coming with you. Sometimes. A very, very tiny bit. Mercury. We are very different, but I love you. We're parts of the same thing. We wanted the same things. And I'll walk alongside you until we get them. Really? You're not leaving, possibly forever? If I'm leaving, you're coming with me. If I stay, I'll bring you home. You know you can't rely on me for anything, but you can count on me for this. I promise. I promise. You promise with correct punctuation and capitalization? So you know it's real. What else can I do to pay you back? Aw, Schmorgs. You poor thing. I don't know. I think you may need to go back to the doctor if it persists until tomorrow. That's no good. That's no good at all, friend. Nothing. I count on you for a lot, Saturn. Same way you count on me. By the end of the space program, with recruitment having stopped almost a decade before the official decommissioning of the space program, all the pilots had become adults. Yet they were recruited as children and spent the fiercest years of fighting against the existential threat as children. Much like criticisms levied at the scout programs on Earth, it was a motion that Memorial Foundation considered heavily in deciding how to recruit their pilots. Children have no special piloting qualities, with much weaker tidal authority than adults, who, of course, have the tidal authority to engage over other adults. Adults would be stronger, more powerfully able to use ship selves, much more so the beloved and chosen adults rather than the discarded and flawed children that were chosen. On Earth, adults with much, much stronger tidal forces than children will destroy the existential threat before even comprehending it. And because of this, those threats are able to hide in the world and prey on those who are more weak, such as children, or those who are unchosen, even as adults. Those who are strong enough should struggle with other humans, and those who are weaker protect the rest from the trivial threats outside humanity. Sustained contact with the existential threat often exacerbates this effect, and there is a cold, twofold reason for delegating who will and who will not confront existential threats. Children and the unchosen bear the burden, so adults will not be worn away. How's the new equipment fitting? It's not that much weirder than how it was before. This mission really is a weird one, Mercury. What's up, Schmorgs? We're waiting. What's up? Schmorgs, why do you want to hurt me? You want to hurt me. You want to spook me. What if it's spooky? What if it's spooky? I was too stunned to speak at first. Alright, Schmorgs, tomorrow. It'll happen tomorrow. We'll see when it happens. But it will be happening tomorrow. It will not happen tonight because here's the thing, Schmorgs. That type of game looks like it was made in Unreal Engine. I can look it up real quick if you'll give me 2 seconds. I will literally look it up and see if it's made in Unreal Engine. And the problem with Unreal Engine games is that they lag like a motherfucker on my PC. It looked pretty realistic, and that can be a problem. Give me 2 seconds. I'm looking it up currently. Almost a gig. What is it? Unity. Okay, cool. All right, there's a chance we can play it. Nice. All right, Schmorgs. It'll happen tomorrow. The lunar gravity well is the anchor that all tidal reactors resonate with. It's how ships selves maintain their form, how colonies on other planets and orbital bases and ships maintain environments humans can thrive in. Gravity in both the literal and figurative senses is required for us to live in space, and without it, we dissolve into the universe, become everything that humans aren't. There's a lot of that in the universe, if you've noticed. If we want to turn into something interesting and specific, we have to make sure that we're controlling the aversion process. Is it going to work? Probably not. I wouldn't trust Ibidus to do this right. There's nothing in it for him, so why would he care? When he lived on Earth, he had everything he wanted. He isn't like anyone else who came to space. He's just flirting with the idea of transcending human limits for boring reasons, and only for his. There are no places left on Earth to conquer, so he wants to be the first to own the future. If this actually works, I don't want to share it with him. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I told you I was playing this how I wanted, right? I'm not letting him have this. The moon's south pole is the completion point for Earth, where all the terraforming begins and ends. Here, the skyscrapers rise up to catch the eternal light, in what someday will be a city where night never comes. You're quiet. Is there something on your mind? A lot, but nothing important. Don't hide it from me. You know I can just read it off your gravitational field, right? Are you sure? You're never normally this quiet. Good to know even you can feel that way sometimes, but I didn't think it would be over this. The gravity well can't be that big of a deal for someone like you to deal with. And I'm here too, in case you forgot. Haha. Feeling out the tides is deeper than mind reading and not so literal, and you know that. What kind of mind reading is that kind of mind reading is the kind every human can do, but few are any good at. What kind is that? Read my mind about it. Are you nervous? No, I know exactly what I'm doing. I just wish everyone wasn't going to be watching us this whole time. I hate getting yelled at for no good reason. Don't you have people who are a pain in the ass to keep happy? Haha, that's everyone in Kratos' graces. Plus they love we, which makes it hard. That's why I ditched command. I couldn't stand being pestered constantly by superiors who don't know what they're talking about. I don't have any superiors at all. What? Lucky. Why? Because I'm at the top. Excuse me? I'm the leader of Kratos' graces, more or less. Excuse me? What? Why? For a lot of reasons, but mostly because no one else wants to be. Oh, Dr. Nooks is in charge of most things still, but I do make the decisions. I mean, but why? You're as bad as Mars. This is why it's so hard to get anything done. Kratos' graces is just full of contradictory, impossible to reconcile, naive and disorganized feelings. Someone has to bring all of that together. No, stop. I mean, but why would you tell me that? I mean, shouldn't I take advantage of this? Oh, I thought you just wanted to get to know me better, not engage in any of that cloak and dagger stuff. Big Chungus, Big Chungus, Big Chungus, fuck my life. You're crazy. Why would you trust me? I'm sketchy. Ha 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 ha. No, you're not. You're obnoxious to your friends, but you work hard all the time for their sake. You bullied a certain tactic turn East pilot not because you hated her, but because you wanted her to grow up and stop wasting her talent on moping. You're always tempting me to your side, but you don't care if I join Celestial Mechanics or not. Love you too, Sam. Get cozy. Get sleepy. That's alright. These Gundam games aren't like too action focused. You know, they're very cozy games. The games we're playing at least. Because the next game is going to be a Gundam RPG, and it's very simple and just like cozy. It's its own kind of cozy RPG. We're all good, y'all. We're all good. Everybody get cozy and sleepy. That's what this time's for. Also, you asked me how I was doing, if I was nervous, and told me you're here for me to take on a difficult mission. Even though you tried to make it sound like you were lording it over me. So what do you really care about, that you keep coming after me whether you win or lose? Not telling. That's fine. You don't need to say anything for me to understand. I need to shut my mouth or I'll keep stuttering and embarrassing myself. Don't tell me that this whole time you've been playing along like... I give up on being cool. It doesn't matter. No wait, it does matter. I worked so hard to try to corrupt this good little pilot test brat of Kratos' graces. Don't be sad. Don't be sad about still being a good girl. It's a really hard habit to break. I'm the real fool though. I saw right through you and it worked on me just the same. I completely fell for it. Oh, we're almost there. Let's be careful, okay? The slim tower, the tallest on the moon, ends in a point, and suspended above is the overpowering gravity well, claiming humanity's spot on the moon, a safe seat in the cosmos. It'll fall inert to the surface when culture is so fully rooted in this moon that the planet will produce a true human gravity. Then this body will no longer be Luna, but fully and truly the moon, just as Terra became Earth when humanity was born there. Yet the gravity well can also be the seat of possibility. It doesn't have any preconceptions about what humans can be or should be. There's still time. Begin full output, resonance handshake seeking. Acknowledged, handshake received, oscillating, rotating, responding. I'm trying to seduce you though. Endpoint reached, synchronization complete, aligned rotations. Acceleration high, still acceptable. I just don't understand how you can be this strong and amazing and still waste it on all of them. Tidal resonance achieved. Brace for resonance feedback. So tell me, why do you waste so much of your time pestering pilots like Luna, Terra, and me? Tidal resonance far beyond predicted levels. Begin bracing. Hold the core steady for insertion. That's dodging the question. Wave crashing, intensifying resistive force. It's not. You're not really any different. You care what happens to everyone in space, too. Even fools like us deserve a chance at what they want. The part that makes me angry is how they just won't take what they want. If Earth has abandoned us, why go through so much trouble to reconcile with them? Resistance is incredible. The core's hypersuspension is refusing to decouple. Maximum output, bending space culture time, dilating possibility. Leaving humanity behind out of spite just to prove how much you don't care about them makes it sound like you maybe actually do care about others. But it is really cute how you're trying. I am loyal to the US, that's all. The space orphans, the lab girls. I'm loyal to us, not the US. I am loyal to us, that's all. The space orphans, the lab girls, and fuck everyone else. No love lost, none owed to anyone else. That's what I'm the leader of. Beginning insertion, breaking first through 15th seals. I don't. I want to break up. If humanity gives us back, they should come crawling and beg us to forgive them. You of all people shouldn't be the one saving them. Rapid destabilization, action needed. Are you really okay with all of us in space having a chance at that future but no one on Earth? I of all people know what it would be like to never have that. Breaking seals 50 through 1000, requesting overload bypass permission. I'm not a good and noble person, my heart's not big enough. Attempting again. Fine, here's a real secret, just for you, okay? Since you told me yours, I would never forgive the world. But if my master plan doesn't work, I'd follow you wherever. Bracing, gravitational output maximum. Thank you, really, Saturn. I wouldn't have had this much fun without you. Thanks for giving me room in your heart. Less dramatic status updates that sound like you're gonna die. Core pierced, heavy damage to upper arm, insertion activating. Sustained damage increasing, holding until countdown begins. You're being so stubborn, even so, you make me falter just a bit. Just a little. I can't be that invincible. I'm just a little lab rat. Reaction confirmed. Are you ready? For everything? Saturn, confirm Roche limit escape. Negative. It's messing up the math. Calculations keep changing. Immediate escape is necessary before the micro black hole is formed. Can't. Calculating. Focus on my voice. It's not time for you to join the inverse yet. Gravity like a warm embrace, and not just mine, wants you here. Back to your home and mine. Almost. All of the equipment is destroyed. Both of them are badly damaged, but they're not dead, and the tiny black speck pulsing from within the containment field. A strange gravity washes over the moon, and many things are possible. A leveled playing field, a new playground. What is this, Saturn? The bad... What? The bad ending. For you. You did this. Aw, I'm blushing. I didn't think you'd let me take credit. I'm still all ears, though. Go ahead and tell me about how I don't know what I'm doing, and how I can't possibly understand the consequences. It was a little bit of an accident, honestly, but it's not like I didn't understand what I was doing. You knew all along I didn't have any loyalty, but you thought you could trick me into doing what you wanted anyway. So should you really be surprised things turned out this way? You knew it was a possibility, right? You know, don't you, that this ending will be infinitely worse for you than it will be for me? The splitting of humanity? Very well, I know that's a little concern to you. What comes next will be true war, and in that we will be insurmountable. If humanity can't be reconciled, the enemy cannot be banished. You will be cut out like a cancer. You know I'm not really an optimist. I don't have any of that hope for the future. But you know, if you were betting on me being spiteful enough to throw away humanity completely, you can bet I'm spiteful enough to prove you wrong. And the world used as spies could be real. The Cradle's Grace's fleet is small and weak, and they're desperate. With the dream of space dying, there's no time left, no chances left. The decision has already been made. Humans don't need space. It's one thing to go home, another to leave forever. Both of those are just up to those of us in space. Neither of those require the strength to pull humanity from its cradle. That's a strength that no one has, and no one should even pretend that they have the strength for it. With all of Cradle Grace's hopes and dreams, Pluto will still try. The pilots bow out as the conclusion of the conflict becomes evident. No, it is now, truly, a war, because the autonomous military units have been arrayed against her for her transgression. This is no longer a fight between the humans of space, but a war with the Earth. The autonomous units ready their weapons, and in unison they fire to kill. As if. Their trajectories bend away from Pluto. Blushing at the sight of her, they refuse to meet her gaze, as expected. Crew and Makala will convert the gravity well directly into the space and time and culture necessary for the future, and they will steal that future from her piece by piece by piece. This is unexpected, but not unprepared for. So, Wave 2. Wave 3. Wave 4. Wave 10. Wave 36. Wave 150. Wave 460. Wave 1000. Wave 4569. They know she's not invincible. They know her real truth, that no one who loves her can see. They have the patience and power to take it apart piece by piece. They will strip her down atom by atom if they have to, until she loses mass and gravity and becomes only a girl again. Pluto wouldn't mind if they were trying to kill her. But they have a much more important thing to kill. Kratos Grace's future. The future of humanity as we know it depends on it. For that they'll annihilate hers without hate, with only human efficiency and uncomplicated thoughts in mind. Join us or leave us. Only through an autonomous proxy can Earth give up on an inexhaustible empathy of the human soul. Only through a proxy can Earth divorce itself from the longing that Memorial Foundation had fought on behalf of to value their own life above all else. They will do anything, everything to protect themselves from death, especially at their own hands. For ship selves can only change others and never kill, but as the fear of Earth above all else. The flawed, pathetic conscience of humanity. Playing catch up to its own mistakes, doing more harm than good. So heavy even Pluto can't bear it. How can she not respond to their pathetic, self-destructive feelings? How can she say no when they need her so much? She can't. Acceleration tearing through space-time, crashing through the autonomous units at impossible speeds. Solid light, white and gold, bent and bleeding lance. Lunaterra understands. Over many years, after much training and teaching, with dynamic technology, how to speak the word no, and her spear can write it. And it does. Sorry. You really should be. You really don't have any mercy. You really need to learn how to hold other people's feelings. Sorry for not knowing a better way to do it. But I'm not sorry for doing it. I don't care how they feel, I just care about you. The autonomous units fall into disarray. They don't know how to match her speed. Lunaterra rejects their attempts to comprehend her. You're the worst. What am I going to do with you? I didn't even want you to do that. Sorry, I did what I wanted to. You'd do the same for me, even in my foolish future. If they pull on her empathy for Earth, they can also tug her desire to be free. The celestial mechanics has so many ways. This one is called Everson Impulse. Ippitus despises fighting. He never wanted to develop the ship selves. He'd prefer a simple and less vulgar solution that didn't require bodies at all, of any kind. He's the first betrayer of celestial mechanics' dream for a new kind of body. But he understood it because everyone can understand the dream to leave these bodies. And that was the name he gave to the instinct that drives humans to abandon what is for what could be. The inside-out impulse. There's still time for his masterwork. Pluto can be that linchpin. If she's pushed far enough and gravity wells, Schwarzschild radius expands to the point at which she cannot escape, past the limit at which point humans can no longer exchange information, past the limit by which it becomes impossible to regard each other as human. Ippitus loves win-win scenarios. Humanity's discarded children will be free of their obligations to be human. Humanity will have a physical, unified enemy to chase through their pursuit of grace, and Ibidus will have sown the seeds of a single binding, unified culture theory, a white void that will bend the universe to a single set of physical laws. A simple process of autonomous drones injecting degenerate mass into the gravity well is all that's necessary, as long as Ibidus holds Pluto off personally in his Rock-Kavu Terra. He even has a plan for Saturn should she choose just this moment to betray him. A perfect plan. Like deactivating my access permissions remotely through a backdoor? Overwhelming me with the mass production string of Pearl series? Everting my gravity reactor through the Roncevaux, Terra's albedo. Oh my god. Everting my gravity reactor through the Roncevaux, Terra's albedo separation system? Jesus Christ, what a mouthful. Oh, and even more plans than that? You're really so predictable. Of course you'd have a solution for every contingency. You're so stupid, I don't have to outsmart every single one of your genius ideas. Sortie orders are fielded for String of Pearl Series 1 through 13. Rockabo Terra is designated as their primary target. Just one of them should be more than enough, but I really thought you deserved their full attention. Hey Pluto, unlike LT, I'm not even the slightest bit sorry. It is extremely dumb to fight for a stupid future all by yourself. So thank me from the bottom of your heart for coming to believe in it with you. Praise me for obeying what you never asked me to do. Love me for believing in you. Of course, I really, really do. All my love and thanks and praises for you. I won't even pretend to be mad at you. Not like Luna Terra then? I'm still connected. We know. We know. Back to the topic at hand. It's the final battle, Lunaterra. There's no room to retreat. Oh no, so bad for her. We really should. You think the end of the world is enough of an excuse to change the subject? Should be. It won't be the end of the world. The gravity well is open, but it's not sustainable for long. Whatever you're planning, you need to do it soon. You were both so precious to me. You should know that even together you cannot stop me. Hey, don't just dot. I thought you were going to convince her. Aha! I have to do this because I believe in it too. But Dr. Nix was willing to sacrifice the Earth and I'm not. No matter what it cost. Kratos Graces never wanted independence for space, they wanted all humans to embrace it. The solution is to destabilize the Earth's gravitational field until human life is no longer possible there, and force adaptation to space. Saving humanity against their own will, maybe, and destroying yourself in the process. No way. Nix doesn't know what she's talking about. You're throwing yourself away on a dream that won't come true. And you were chiding me for not going in on my own future. The possibility lines have closed. There was no chance of a good future since before we started. It's too sad. That's why I have to stand with Dr. Nix's dream. Humans deserve some kind of real hope. And this is as close to it as I can offer her. Well, how mad will you be at us if we stop you? I will never be mad at you, even if you could. But for humans to be caught halfway between space and the Earth is the worst of all bad futures. It will split us in half, and that will mean war. It's the future of eternal war. Our true war, not this, where Zero-G keeps our bodies immortal and unrestricted. I mean, if we really did declare independence from Earth, wouldn't they see how cool we are and come up anyway? It's their choice, you know. Can't make it for them, that's the problem. You two really put up a fight. For a moment I almost believed you. I really thought you may be able to stop me. Mericrisium's spine is broken. The string of pearls is subdivided into so many components, its reassembly time is weeks out. Can't blame us for trying. I wouldn't have been able to do anything else. I really hate this. It's time to... The interfacer is... broken? Thank God I thought you missed. You didn't make the shot easy. I can't control the lunar gravity bend anymore. I don't know what's gonna happen. What can I do? Sorry, we didn't think that far ahead. We just wanted you to decide. I'm not Dr. Nix. If you can't have everything, what is the thing you really want? I don't know what kind of future we're gonna get. I'm not working with much. Anything you do is fine if it's you. Don't listen to her, just figure out something that doesn't suck. The three compress, redivide, expand. Simplest childish thought grasps Pluto, bubbles up within her, and she says it before she can stop herself. I want us to be together forever. In our beautiful shapes in space, free. With everyone. Of course it isn't possible, not enough people will believe in it. Earth is the primary body of the system, and the medium point between our gravity and its gravity is still deep within the Earth. Yet they cannot pull us down anymore. That will never happen. We are still in space, and the future is uncertain, even if we can sustain it, but... Love the background. I declare war on Earth. Come get us again, come find us again. I dare you, I challenge you to prove it once again. What foolishness. Humanity will happily oblige, yet they find their autonomous troops are crushed before they can reach us. Humanity will have to fight us again, on our terms this time. Fight us like children fight, again, with bodies of plastic, pretend. If you want to fight us, you'll have to be like us. I'm too cynical for an idealistic dream, too ambitious for a modest dream. I also think love is a stupid reason to do anything. You should never ditch your own dream to be with someone else. That's just gonna poison you. If you're lucky, it'll poison the other one too. But what I really mean is, doing something for love should be doing something you love. Not hoping love will find its way to what you do so you can stay in love with someone else. I am, however, stupid. So if this doesn't make sense, don't stop me. But I do think I wouldn't believe in them if I didn't love them. Actually, I wouldn't love them if I didn't believe in them. I believe. And therefore, with that love, I'm going to go ahead and let them try. I'm on the side of the alien. I will always argue for that. I think that'll keep them honest. I mean, I can't say that I don't want to believe. Even convincing me, I'll stick around. Keep convincing me and I'll stick around. Make the future worth it for me. There might still be more today. Let's bet against that. I'm tired. They'll catch us off guard. Stay in your ship self. You want to laze around still in your ship? Why not? Does it feel nice? It's different, but it's better. You can't feel anything? You still got a lot to learn, Ace. Maybe I do. Let Pluto teach you. I'm taking a nap. Nah, you're helping. I'm tired. Shut up. So she says, but when she stretches out on the yellow-red carpet of the Venus's jungles, she doesn't go so instantly to sleep. There's room for both of them on Pluto's lap, which is an advantage of living in your ship self. You can do things that you normally couldn't, even if other things are harder. Harder doesn't mean impossible, it just means you have to work for it to figure out how to make it real. Learn a new language that your new body speaks. Moments like these are rare since we began a war against Earth. That we're quick to remind each other it's not really a war the way that war used to be. Not the hard clash of steel and lead, but the pliant pressure of plastic and light. Venus's heat melts their metal before they can make it here. When Earth wants to fight, they have to send softer bodies after us. The punishment we deserve for being unable to reconcile is this half-real solar system. The forests are still struggling on Mars, but we're trying hard, and the jungles of Venus are growing so nicely, except they're too wild to give us room. The silicate mosses that grow along the rings on Saturn allow for a very fragile, delicate sort of life. We love these places anyway. They're becoming more like home. All we need are more of us. And they and they come, descending in waves, trying to take us back. We beat them back every time, and sometimes one or two look around and decide I'd rather stay here. And then there's more of us. Sometimes they succeed and take one of us back home. That's just as fine with us. We should go where we wish, live as we wish, and if our sisters get taken home, they bring a small part of us back to Earth. That can't go unchanged. Like Pluto always said, this future no one wanted is the only future that leads somewhere. A future she couldn't hold and still can't hold, but she doesn't need to. We're all holding it with her. We're holding it together. All together we can hold this future. Okay, you just said the same thing 3 times. Earth isn't ready to accept us, and we're not ready to forgive Earth. That's okay. We don't have to be. Let's just fight about it. Let's fuck over it. Let's break up and get back together again over it. If we lose on the terms we set. And that proves your point. So, haha, we win. If you hate that logic and you think it's stupid, come over here and mess me up about it. Come here and make out with me about it. Sweet! That was good. I enjoyed that a lot. Is there like a new game plus? No, there's not.